Very warm greetings, my dear friends. This is an extension of the previous videos, congruences. Using congruences, how we are finding the remainder when one big integer is divided by another one integer. So in this example, you have to see, find the remainder when 1 factorial plus 2 factorial plus 3 factorial plus etc. plus 100 factorial is divided by 15. This series 1 factorial plus 2 factorial plus 3 factorial, that sum is a big integer. We have to divide this sum by 50. What is the remainder? You have to use the congruences. We can find out the remainder. First you have to think, this 15, I can write this by 3 times 5. This gives 15 divides 5 factorial. 15 divides r factorial and r value greater than or equal to 5. If r value is more than 5, then 15 divides r factorial. It's compulsory. So what it gives, when we are dividing r factorial by 15, the remainder is 0. When we are dividing r factorial by 15, the remainder is 0. So that's why r factorial is congruent to 0 modulo 50. When it is true, if r value greater than or equal to 5. So 5 factorial congruent to 0 modulo 15. 6 factorial congruent to 0 modulo 15, remaining everything. Okay, so hence what we can write, 1 factorial plus 2 factorial plus 3 factorial plus etc. plus 100 factorial, which is congruent to 1 factorial is 1, 2 factorial is 2 factorial, here I am writing, plus 3 factorial plus 4 factorial. After 5 factorial onwards, it becomes 0. So I can write within bracket modulo 50. So after 5 factorial, 6 factorial, 7 factorial, everything, the remainder is 0. So the value 0 I have to replace. So up to only 4 factorial sum only we can find it. So which is congruent to, what is 1 factorial? We can find it easily 1. What is 2 factorial? It is 2. What is 3 factorial? It is 6. What is 4 factorial? It is 24. Modulo 50. What is the value of this 1 plus 2 plus 6 plus 24? It is the value is 33. Modulo 50. What is 33 modulo 15? What is the value I am writing here? 33 will be divided by 15. What is the remainder? So we are dividing 33 by 15. What is the remainder I can write here? What is the remainder? 33 divided by 15. What is the remainder? Remainder is 3. 3 modulo 50. So this 1 factorial plus 2 factorial plus 3 factorial plus etc. 100 factorial, which is congruent to 3 modulo 15. So this 3 is less than 15 and hence 3 is the remainder, and hence 3 is the remainder. So hence the remainder is 3 when 1 factorial plus 2 factorial plus etc. 100 factorial is divided by 50. This is our answer. So see this problem, find the remainder when the sum 1 factorial plus 2 factorial plus 3 factorial plus etc. plus 300 factorial is divided by 13. So idea is same idea, previous problem divided by 15. So 15 can be written as 3 times 5, but 13 is the prime number. 13 cannot be written as a product of any two integer in more than 1 and less than 13. So 13 is the prime number. That is why we can write. So it is clearly, we know that, it is clear that it is clear that 13 divides r factorial r greater than or equal to 13 because that is a prime number. So this gives what we have, r factorial, which is equal to, it's congruent to 0 modulo 13. So when we dividing r factorial by 13, the remainder is 0. When it is possible, if r greater than or equal to 13. So 13 factorial plus 14 factorial, remaining everything will be 0. Okay, so that is why how we are writing. Hence 1 factorial plus 2 factorial plus 3 factorial plus etc. plus 300 factorial, which is congruent to up to 12 factorial. 1 factorial plus 2 factorial plus 3 factorial plus etc. plus 12 factorial modulo 13. Because 13 factorial onwards, the value becomes 0. So now 1 factorial is 1, easily we can say. 2 factorial is 2, 3 factorial is 6, and which are less than 13. So no need to calculate. I start from 4 factorial. So I am taking this equation 1. Okay. So now what is 4 factorial? 4 factorial equal to, what is the value? 4 factorial is 24. But 24 is more than 13, so I can write which is congruent to here modulo 13. What I have to write here? 24 will be divided by 13. What is the remainder? Okay, so remainder is 11. So 4 factorial congruent to 11 modulo 13. Now we can find out 5 factorial. 5 factorial equal to 4 factorial times 5, which is congruent to 4 factorial value is 11. 11 times 5 modulo 13. This 11 times 5, which is equal to 55 modulo 13. What is the value for this? 55 will be divided by 13. What is the remainder? So remainder is 3. We can calculate easily. 3 modulo 13. So 5 factorial congruent to 3 modulo 13. Now one by one we can find 6 factorial. 6 factorial equal to 5 factorial times 6, which is congruent to, what is 5 factorial, which is 3 times 6, here modulo 30. What is 3 times 6 is 18 modulo 30. 18 is a number more than 13, so we have to divide 18 by 13. What is the remainder? Remainder is 5. 5 modulo 13. Okay, so 6 factorial equal to 5 modulo 30. Now we can find out 7 factorial. Up to 12 factorial we can find out the value. 7 factorial can be written as 6 factorial times 7. So which is congruent to 6, directly I can write 6 factorial is 5. 5 times 7, which is 35 modulo 30. So now we have to divide 35 by 13, and what is the remainder? 35 by 13, what is the remainder? Remainder is 9. 9 modulo 30. So 7 factorial congruent to 9 modulo 30. Now 8 factorial. 8 factorial, which is equal to 7 factorial times 8, which is congruent to 7 factorial congruent to 9. So 9 times 8 is 72, but when we are using this value in modulo, how to write modulo 30. Okay, otherwise it is not meaningful. Which is congruent to 72 will be divided by 13. What is the remainder? 7 modulo 30. 72 divided by 13. What is the remainder? Remainder is 7. So 8 factorial congruent to 7 modulo 30. Similarly, we can find out what is 9 factorial. 9 factorial equal to 8 factorial times 9, which is congruent to 8 factorial is 7 already we have. 7 times 9 it is 63. 63 modulo 13, which is congruent to what is this value? 63 will be divided by 13, the remainder. The remainder is 11. 11 modulo 13. Next we can find out 10 factorial. What is 10 factorial? 10 factorial I can write this by 9 factorial times 10. Now we can use the previous step. 9 factorial value is 11. 11 times 10 is 110. Now we can use modulo 30, which is congruent to 110 will be divided by 13. What is the remainder? So it is 6. 6 modulo 30. So now we can find out 11 factorial. Eleven factorial equal to 10 factorial times 11. Already we have 10 factorial congruent to 6. So now 6 times 11 is 66 modulo 30. What is 66 modulo 13 is congruent to? What is 66 modulo 13? 66 divided by 13, the remainder is 1. 1 modulo 13. Now we can find out 12 factorial. 12 factorial equal to 11 factorial times 12. 11 factorial is congruent to 1. 1 times 12 is 12. 12 modulo 30. So already it is a small number, less than 13. So it is 12. So all the values up to 12 factorial we found like this. Okay, so now this gives, so replace in equation 1. 1 factorial plus 2 factorial plus 3 factorial plus etc. plus 300 factorial, which is congruent to up to 12 factorial only we have no. So 1 factorial value 1, 2 factorial value 2, 3 factorial value 6, 4 factorial value already we found is 11, 5 factorial is 3, 6 factorial is 5, 7 is 9, then 7 plus 6 plus 1 plus 12, then modulo 30. We can find out this sum, which is equal to 74 modulo 13. 74 is a big number, more than 13. So 74 will be divided by 13. What is the remainder? It is 9. 9 modulo 30. What is the idea? You know, 74 will be divided by 13. What is the remainder? I can write 9 modulo 13. 9 is a small number compared with 13. It is less than 13. So the remainder is 9. So hence the remainder is 9. When 1 factorial plus 2 factorial plus etc. plus 300 factorial is divided by 13. So the remainder is 9. So easily we can find out the remainder. So the next problem, read that. Find the ones digit in the sum of 1 factorial plus 2 factorial plus 3 factorial plus etc. plus 100 factorial when expressed in decimal notation. So we are finding this value, it is an integer. That integer, what is the number available in ones digit? How we are finding this? Suppose we have the number 76, the number 6 available in the ones digit. How we are finding 76 will be divided by 10. What is the remainder? The easy way. So like that, we are finding what is the indirect way we have to find out this sum, what is the remainder when divided by 10. It is like previous problem. Okay. So what we have to write? It is enough to find the remainder when 1 factorial plus 2 factorial plus 3 factorial plus etc. plus 100 factorial is divided by 10. So divided by 10, what is the remainder? That number is available in ones digit. So the same idea, looking like previous problem, the same idea we have now. So 10 can be written as 2 times 5. Okay, so 5 factorial. 5 factorial or 10 divides 5 factorial. So 10 divides r factorial if r value greater than or equal to 5. So like previous problem we can say, so here 10 equal to 2 times 5 we can write. So 5 factorial is enough. So it is clear that ten divides r factorial are greater than or equal to 5. So very simple problem. Previously up to 12 factorial we are finding in the previous problem, but this problem up to 5 only. It is very simple. So what is the meaning of this? 10 divides r factorial means r factorial is congruent to 0 modulo 10 here. R factorial is congruent to 0 modulo 10, r value greater than or equal to 5. Hence 1 factorial plus 2 factorial plus 3 factorial plus etc. plus 100 factorial, which is congruent to 1 factorial plus 2 factorial plus 3 factorial plus 4 factorial. 5 factorial onwards it is 0. So modulo 10. Very simple. Now easily we can find out what is 1 factorial. Very simple number. 1 factorial is 1, 2 factorial is 2, 3 factorial is 6, 4 factorial is 24, then modulo 10. What is this value? It is 33. Modulo 10. 33 modulo 10 is 33 will be divided by 10. What is the remainder? 3. 3 mod 10. 3 modulo 10. So what is the answer? The remainder is 3. The remainder is 3 when therefore the remainder is 3 when 1 factorial plus 2 factorial plus etc. plus 100 factorial is divided by 10. So dividing by 10, the remainder is 3. So hence the one digit number is 3. So this gives the ones digit 1 factorial plus 2 factorial plus etc. plus 100 factorial is 3. This is our answer. So see this problem, previous 3 problems we have series. Now we have the big integer. Compute the remainder when 3 power 181 is divided by 17. So what is the procedure following here? What is the powers of 2 we have tried? It is very simple idea. We have to remember nearby. What is 2 power 1? 2 power 0, start with 2 power 0, it is 1. Okay. 2 power 1, it is 2 power 2, it is 4. 2 power 3, it is 8. 2 power 4, it is 16. 2 power 5, it is 32. 2 power 6, it is 64. Next to 2 power 7, it is 128. And like that. Now, using this number, sum of this number, I have to get 181. Which number I have to use? Okay, I am selecting maximum big number 128. 128 plus 64. 128 plus 64 is more than 181. Don't select 64 now. So now 128 plus 32, it is 160. I can select this. Next, 160 plus 16 is 176. I can select 16. Next, 176 plus 8, it is more than 181, so don't select 8. So 176 plus 4, 180, I can select. 180 plus 2 is 182, it is more than 181, don't select this. And plus 1 I can select. So now how I am writing 3 power 181 can be written as 3 power 181, I can write 1. What are the numbers selected here? I can use plus 4 plus 16 plus 32 plus 128. So I can write this by 3 power 1 times 3 power 4 times 3 power 16 times 3 power 32 times 3 power 128. Now each and every number I can find out modulo 17. Okay, so I start with the 3 power 1, it is less than 17, so no need to worry about that. So I start with 3 power 4. What is 3 power 4? 3 power 4 is equal to 81. So 81 is congruent to which number? Modulo 17 I am using. So 81 divided by 17. What is the remainder? Remainder is 13. So 3 power 4 I can write this by 13. Next to 3 power 16 I need. So before that, one by one we can find out what is 3 power 8. 3 power 8 I can write this by 3 power 4 square. So 3 power 4 is congruent to 13. So which is congruent to 3 power 4 I can write 13, no? 13 square. So whenever I am using this congruent symbol, I can write modulo, what is the number? 17, modulo 17. Okay, so what is 13 square? Which is 169 modulo 17. 169 is more than 17. Now we can divide this 169 by 17. The remainder I can write. It is 16. 16 modulo 70. So 3 power 8 is 16. After that we can find out 3 power 16. 3 power 16 idea is same. 3 power 8 square, which is congruent to 3 power 8 congruent to 16. So 16 square modulo 70. What is 16 square? It is 256 modulo 70. 256 will be divided by 17, gives the remainder is 1. 1 we are getting, then it is hereafter, it is simple. So modulo 70. 1 modulo 70. So after 3 power 16, I can find out 3 power 16 square. It is 3 power 32. 3 power 32 equal to 3 power 16 square. 3 power 16 square is congruent to 1. So 3 power 16 is 1. 3 power 16 square is 1 square modulo 17, which is congruent to 1 modulo 17. Okay. So similarly, every number is 1 now. So 3 power 64. What is 3 power 64? Which is congruent to 1 modulo 17. What is 3 power 128, which is also congruent to 1 modulo 17. If we are getting 1, after that squaring is very simple. Now we have to replace in the previous one. So and hence 3 power 181 equal to, already we have no, which is congruent to now. 3 power 1, it is 3. In the equation 1 we have substitute. Now equation 1 of this place. This place we have to substitute. So 3 power 1 we have 3 times 3 power 4 congruent to 13 times. Next, after 3 power 4 we are having 3 power 16. 3 power 16 congruent to 1. After that we have 3 power 32 congruent to 1. 3 power 128 congruent to 1. So modulo 70, which is congruent to, what is the value? This 3 times 13, it is 39 modulo 17. So 39 will be divided by 17, the remainder is 5. 5 modulo 17. So 3 power 181 will be divided by 17, the remainder is 5. So easily we can say the remainder, they are asking remainder, no? The remainder is 5. So see the next problem. Find the remainder when 193 power 183 is divided by 90. Idea is same idea. Previously small number, power 3 power something, now 193 power something. Idea is same idea. So nearby you have to write what is 2 power 0, it is 1, 2 power 1, it is 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. The same idea, which number using? Already I explained in the previous problem. The same idea we have. Whatever number we have to use, 128 I can use, 32 I can use, next 16 I can use, 4, 2 and 1. These are the number I am using here. Okay, so now 193 power 183, which is equal to 193 power, what are the number 1 I am using, plus 2 plus 4 plus 16 plus 32 plus 128. These are the number I am getting 183. Okay. So which is equal to 193 power 1, 193 power 2 times 193 power 4, 193 power 16, 193 power 32, 193 power 128. is obvious. Now one by one I can find out. After finding this, just to replace here. Now 193 power 1, it is 193, which is congruent to, here I am writing modulo 90. So 193 will be divided by 19. Then what is the remainder we get? You have to find out, it is 3. Now 193 square, which is congruent to 193 square mean 193 congruent to 3. So 3 square modulo 90, which is congruent to 3 square is 9 modulo 90. 9 is less than 19, so no problem. After that we have to find out 193 power 4, which is equal to 193 square, then square, which is congruent to 193 square is congruent to 9. So 9 square modulo 90. 9 square is 81. 81 modulo 19. We have to divide 81 by 19. It gives remainder 5. So 5 I can write 5 modulo 90. 193 power 4. So like this one by one we can find 193 power 4. After that 193 power 8. 193 power 8, which is equal to 193 power 4 square, which is congruent to 193 power 4 already we found, it is 5. So 5 square, directly I can write, it is 25. 25 modulo 90. 25 is more than 19, so we have to find out the remainder. 25 divided by 19, it gives the remainder is 6. 6 modulo 90. Similarly, what is 193 power 16? Directly you can write hereafter. 193 power 16 is 193 power 8 square. So 193 power 8 is 6. So 6 square is 36. 36 modulo 90. So 36 divided by 19, it gives the remainder is 70. 17 modulo 90. Okay. So next we have to find out 193 power 32, which is congruent to, directly I can write 193 power 32 mean 193 power 16 square, which is equal to 17. No? So 17 square I can find out. 17 square is 289 modulo 90. Okay, so no need time, this step I explained, so no need to explain each and every step. So 289 modulo 90. 289 divided by 19, we are getting the remainder is 4. 4 modulo 90. Next, the same idea, 193 power 64 congruent to 193 power 64 is 193 power 32 square. So 193 power 32 is 4. So 4 square is 16. This number square I can write. 16 modulo 90. So 16 is smaller than 19. So no further step here. So next we can find out 193 power 128, which is congruent to, so 193 power 128 is 16 square. 16 square is 256 modulo 19, which is congruent to 256 divided by 19, it gives remainder 9. 9 modulo 90. So all the values we found from here, then just replace in the given one. what is your aim? 193 power 183, which is equal to, already we have 193 power 1, 193 power 2, like that, no? So I am writing again 193 power 1, 193 power 2, 193 power 4, 193 power 16, 193 power 32, 193 power 120. These are the value, congruent value we found. Okay, so each and every value already we found. 193 power 1, it is 3. 193 power 2, it is 9. 193 power 4, it is 5. 193 power 16, it is 17. 193 power 32, it is 4. 193 power 128, it is 9. But we can write now modulo 90. This congruent to this value, easily we can find out is a big value, 82,620 modulo 90. This value we can just multiply. Now we have to divide this value by 19. What is the remainder? This value divided by 19, what is the remainder? Easily we can find out 8 mod 90. Okay, 8 mod 90. So what is the remainder? And hence the remainder is remainder is 8. So now see the next problem. Find the last 2 digits in the decimal value of 1776 power 1776. So previously we studied one problem, last digit or ones digit. Ones digit means we are finding the remainder when divided by 10. So last 2 digit means divided by 100. We have to find out the remainder. So last 2 digit means we have to find out the remainder when the number will be divided by 100. Okay. So what is the answer for this? Idea is same idea. The last 2 digits is the remainder when divided by 100. So we are dividing by 100, the remainder gives the last 2 digits. So start with 1776, which is congruent to modulo 100. What is the value here? This 1776 will be divided by 100. What is the remainder? Easily we can say divided by 100 means remainder is last 2 digits. So it is 76. Easily we can find. Okay. So now we can say 1776 square, which is congruent to 76 square modulo 100. What is 76 square? We can see which is congruent to 76 square is 5776 modulo 100. So which is congruent to, what is this number divided by 100? What is the value we are getting? So last 2 digit, it is 76. So again we are getting 76. So 1776 is congruent to 76 modulo 100. Power 2 also I am taking, again we, so power 3, power 4, every number we are getting, it is a repeat. So 76, again I am finding square, mean once again I am getting 76. Again I am finding square, once again I am getting 76. Okay, any number. So what I have, 1776 power n, any number which is congruent to 76 modulo 100 for all n. This gives 1776 power 1776, which is also congruent to 76 modulo 100. So when this number will be divided by 100, the remainder is 76. So the remainder is 76. So very simple one. So see, this problem prove that 2 power 5 plus 1 is divisible by 641. Divisible, I mean you have to divide this number by 641, the remainder will become 0. Okay. So I can write 640 congruent to here modulo 641. What is the value we are having here? 640 is a small number compared with 641. So minus 1. Remainder is minus 1. Okay, 640 is congruent to minus 1 modulo 641. Now we have to see here 640 can be written as 64 times 10. So which is equal to, what is 64? 64 I can write 2 power 6, and 10 I can write 2 times 5. So I can say it is 2 power 7 times 640 I can write like this. So I have to replace here. This implies this 640 is 2 power 7 times 5, which is congruent to minus 1 modulo 641. This gives 2 power 7. For this also I am taking power 4 times 5 to the power 4. Both sides I am taking the power 4, which is congruent to minus 1 to the power 4 modulo 641. And this gives, what is this value? 2 power 7 times 4 is 28 times 5 to the power 4 congruent to minus 1 power 4, it is 1 modulo 641. I am taking this statement 1. Now we can find out what is this 5 to the power 4. 5 to the power 4, which is equal to 625, which is congruent to, I have to divide it by 641. So 625 is smaller than 641. So I can have the remainder is minus 60, which is congruent to minus 16. I can write 2 to the power 4 modulo 641. Okay, statement 2. So I compare this 1 and 2. So from 1 and 2, what I have? In place of 2 power 28, I can write the same 2 power 28 times 5 to the power 4, I can write minus of 2 to the power 4, which is congruent to 1 modulo 641. What is this value? Minus, I can write 2 power 28, 2 power 4, so 2 power 32 congruent to 1 modulo 641. After that, this minus taking other side. 2 power 32 congruent to minus 1 modulo 641. This gives 232 minus 1 taking this side plus 1 congruent to here 0 modulo 641. So this gives 2 power 32 plus 1 is divisible by 641. What is 2 power 32? 32 I can write 2 power 5. Place of 32 I can write 2 power 5. So 2 to the power 2 power 5 plus 1 is divisible by 641. Thank you for watching.